everyone, Phantom Queen here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of Minecraft Skyblock. I've tried recording this a couple times before, but things always went wrong or didn't turn out the way I wanted it in the intro. So I was like, third time's the charm. But I have been very busy the past 2 weeks. I've already went through and explained this in a different try of this, but this path is no longer dirt. It is now actually mixed into the actual pathing. You might be wondering why this stuff is forming next to light sources. That is because it is soul lanterns placed down and covered up, because I wanted to make it I wanted to make the snowy biome more snowy. And since I can pick up snow pathing with my hoe, my shovel, you will learn why in a second, then I was like, why not? Why not? So that's all fixed up. I managed to level up the former villager where they sell golden carrots. I also went into the nether. I got a lot of stuff from in there. I need to come place white carpet down on these because I ran out. But in here, there's villager trading. We have a decent amount of enchants. I'm not going to read through them all because I already did that once and I'm not going to do that again, because I want to save my voice, because what I plan today might take a couple episodes to finish, but all you really need to know is there's Silk Touch on one pick, there's Fortune on another, and I have had to heal both picks and my axe several times, to the point I am tired of killing mobs for what we need to do today. Over here, you will see there is a pumpkin farm that is very efficient. Very, very efficient. Oh, there you go. You saw it. Oh, it's snowing. Okay. Let's get to the place in there, because I have a few things I want to show you in the storage building real fast before we get into anything else. Now, I have made a few emerald chests. I stocked up quite a bit on emeralds, so when we inevitably run out of dirt with my idea today, we can get at least a bit more. Hopefully we don't run out though, but in here you will see ore blocks, and you might be like, Phantom, how did you get ore blocks? You can't mine this stuff. And I'm like, you would be correct. Except this data pack has it where you can trade for ore blocks, or even just create the ore blocks yourself with a block of the ore you want. So for the emerald ore, I would have to take a block of emerald plus 1 stone and put that together in a crafting grid, and I would get emerald ore. It's the same for deep slate. So I did that with all of this. I went back into the nether, to the nether fortress, just to get enough coal for this ore block. And I also got a head. I have a head around here. Head block. Where's the heads? Skulls right here. See? I have 1 skull. I don't know if I'm ever going to get more. But I did get a decent amount of blaze rods and whatnot while I was in there. Let me grab my bed. I left it in here. Oh boy, lag. Oh boy. Hmm. But yeah, I have had to heal up my tools several times just to get what we are going to see. Oh, also, I named I name tagged all the passive animals I had in pens to try and get sheep and cows and whatnot to spawn. They didn't. All that spawned was more bunnies and a bear that's over there. Also, last episode I said I had it. Why am I having a hard time speaking today? I said I had an idea for this area, and this was it. Berry bushes. That was my idea. But get ready for rain because we're going to enter the rainy part of this place. Oh boy, lag. I hate this. Gonna spawn myself in. You might be wondering what all of these chests are for. Well, if you're observant, you will have noticed that I expanded the platform on each side of the island out a decent amount. At least this side and that side. The other sides might not have been as much as this side, but still. I'm gonna sleep before I show you because I don't want to spawn anything in. But thanks to having Silk Touch and Fortune on one pick, I now have 5 stacks of cobble. I mean, 5 chests full of cobble. Then 7 stacks of 7 chests of stone. I'm sorry. And then I have 3 chests full of iron wands. I'm most definitely going to have to go get more before this is even done. And we have so much dirt that we are still going to have to get more of later. We also have some grass blocks from when I dug up a decent amount one time. But let's get some of this. I'll keep my Silk Touch pick on me. And that. While I get some of this. Now let's go work on this. Okay. First things first. We're going to take out the torches from in here. I'm going to push F7. The reason I'm not using any of the better wands for this is because I am not going... Why does that one not have... Okay, whatever. But as I was going to say, I am not going to turn all my emeralds into diamonds for something that will take up, like, not that much time. I mean, diamonds are the next level of wand for this, as you probably know. But you also need to realize that the diamonds, we don't have an abundance of them. So I'm not going to waste them on wands when we have a perfectly good iron form we can use that is very fast. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this the entire time, basically. This is what we are doing today because I know that doing something this large is something I should do on camera. If I hold the cobble in my offhand, then that makes it so I'm able to place it down. While otherwise I wouldn't be able to because see, watch. I can't put dirt down, but if I were to put cobble in my offhand, then I would be able to put cobble down instead. Okay, I was confused for a second, but I realized, oh, I meant to put a moss carpet there. Okay. Let's hope we have enough to finish this part up. this isn't like a one and done job. We're not going to be able to finish this entire mountain today. But we will hopefully be able to get quite a bit of it done. If not, then I don't know. Okay, well, I might as well go up one more while here. And I know some people might be yelling at me saying, hey, why don't you just leave the inside empty? It's because I don't want to. I'm gonna have to go get more wands for this. But I don't want to leave the inside empty. I'm kind of proud when I can make something pretty big on my own. Like I can fill this entire thing up. So I'm going to grab more wands, and I'm probably also going to grab more cobble as well. I should probably place down torches as well as I go, because I don't want to make a mob spawner during my time here, you know? I don't want to accidentally have a bunch of mobs spawn in while I'm working on this. And I know I could just switch between cobble and dirt, but it's easier to do one thing until you run out of the material, then move on to the next part instead of just like, hey, do this and then switch and switch and switch and switch. At least in my mind, that is easier. But if you look on the mini map, you will see a small idea of how big I made this. And this isn't even the only one, it's just the biggest. I have a few ideas for a few smaller ones. Like, I laid out paths for some smaller ones, like right over there, and there's one over there. I think I put one over there. I don't know if I did, but I know there's several others around. Yeah, we will start falling deeper and deeper as we go, so yeah. That's another reason I'm just taking the torches out as we go and then replacing them. 1, 2. I've recently started watching a show called Ghosts. It's all over TikTok right now. So I was like, it looks interesting. So I looked at it for it, and it's on, I forget what platform it's on. Shoot. But I started watching it, and it's this show about a woman who inherits a house from her recently deceased dead aunt. And she plans to turn it into a bed and breakfast with her husband. And what they don't know is that the house is actually haunted by some ghosts who really don't like the idea of a bed and breakfast. Spoilers! I just realized. But that doesn't really give much away, does it? If it does, you can yell at me down in the comments. But considering a lot of my viewers probably actually have TikTok, I'm not that concerned about hiding it because, like I've said, for me at least, this show has been all over TikTok. It's been all over the platform, so yeah. Okay. We don't need to do that, so let's jump up here and then down here. God, I'm gonna go through so much food doing this. Oh well. We have emeralds, so we can just trade for more golden carrots from that one farmer. Really need to get some more farms set up. Auto ones at that. And then set up like a trading hall for the farmer villagers. Oh, Oh, I just caught myself there. Oh well. There. That just means that I had to do that. I used a lot of cobble just in like dirt just to make the outlines of these things. So that took a lot of time too. It's just there's that I know you guys don't really think that I put a lot of well, I don't know if you think this for sure, but because I don't really have many viewers who would think this. So you might not think this. But some people might say, hey, you don't put a lot of work in your stuff. Why is that? No, I do. I do. Just not the kind of stuff like you would consider hard work. Or maybe you would. I don't really know. Mm. I'm trying not to assume things, but it might come off that way. So I'm sorry if it is. I'm sorry if I'm assuming. Why did I put that there? I still need to put this here. God dang it, I have the new Fairly Odd Parents song stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Yeah. It's stuck in my head. It's been all over TikTok with the new reveal of how Poof looks as an adult now. But to be fair, well, he's probably a teen, but like to be fair, I thought fairly like fairies just aged so much differently from humans. So I was expecting him to still be like a baby or something, you know? I was expecting Poof to be like still be a baby. Or well, I should say Perry, since that's what he changed his name to. Kind of cool, not gonna lie. And like I remember when I was younger, I wanted to change my name too. I was like, my name is boring. I want a better one. Why'd my name have to be this? And that kind of stuff, you know? Typical child annoyances and whatnot. Not annoyances. Typical child wishes is what I meant. Because, like, what child hasn't wanted to change their name to something when younger, even if that name, if you look back on it, now makes you cringe at what you wanted to name yourself? Because I remember my name. I was like, this is boring. I want to change my name. And, like, the only reason I wanted to change my name was because I wanted, like, uh, I wanted to switch my first and middle names. So that's all I wanted. I just wanted to change my first and middle name around. So it would be, instead of first name, middle, last, there would be middle, first, last. That's all. That's all I wanted. I just really, really wanted my middle name to be my first name. And I was like, this is my name now. And my mom was like, why do you want to do that? She was just very confused because it wasn't really changing it. It was just switching the names around to her. Kind of glad I never did, though. Did have my name changed once, though. The government changed my name for me. And that's just because I lived most of my life with two last names. well, not most of my life, but most of my childhood, I had two last names. And I was very proud of the fact that I was the only child in school that I knew of that that had two last names. I was so proud. When someone would ask me for my name, I would tell them my full freaking name. I was that proud of it. I was like, my name is blank, 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 slash blank. Even people who knew this, I would say it to. Like, the lunch ladies at school, they would call out, like, at school, we had to say our names when we were dumping trash or something. I don't remember why, just that we had to. Yeah, I need more wands. One sec. But I just remembered we had to. So I would always say to the people whose turn it was to man the not lunch table, but the garbage table, that my name was blank, blank, blank slash blank. And even if they were people that I had already said this to before, and I would sound so proud of it. I would sound so proud of just having two last names. The government took that away from me. They took away my name. I'm joking, obviously. Anyways, we're about done with this episode. I spent most of it ranting. Oh no. But as you can see, this is actually a pretty big project. So we will still be working on this next episode, probably. I'm probably gonna end this episode and then work on the next, actually. Not gonna lie. Eat. I'm gonna keep working until I'm done with the supplies I have in there. But yeah, this is quite a lot to do. But I hope you have all enjoyed this episode. I will see you all next episode for more walk on this giant hill. Because like I'll save that as a surprise for next episode if you get that far. But I'll see you all next episode. Adios, amigos. Talk to you all next time. Bye-bye.